Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Babbling Irons channel. Today, we've got some pretty devastating news in our bid to survive the drop. Hopefully, it doesn't, impact us too much, but we've picked up another crucial injury to a key player. Obviously, it is Kurt Zouma. Yep, that is right. Kurt Zouma is injured once again in our 4-3 defeat to Crystal Palace. Picked up an injury pretty early on in the game. It looks like it happened when he tried to make a tackle on Ayew when they scored their equaliser, and Ayew basically just kicked his ankle. And when you're a West Ham fan, you see Zouma go down like that, you know what's going to happen. And as you can see here, just hobbled off the pitch. He was basically put in a protective boot after the game, and yeah, man, it's such a key injury for us because Zoom has been in and out of this West Ham team since he joined, and there's no coincidence that once he's back in that team, we started winning matches, and we'll get onto that in a bit. But that 4-3 defeat to Palace, him coming off so early, it's going to play an impact. I mean, we weren't playing amazing before he came off. I know they equalised, but it's just so much different because of the other options we have at centre back. And now we're at a point with Zouma where we know he's probably our best centre back, other than Agard, who hasn't particularly proven that he is better than Zouma at the moment. So whenever Zouma's not playing, we don't have that much confidence, and it's probably come at the worst time for us with 5 massive games. We still probably only need one win to kind of confirm our survival, but it's not a good look. And you can kind of see here after the game, he was in that protective boot, and even X has said himself that there are growing fears that he could be out for the rest of the season, which, I guess is only this month, but we could potentially still be in Europe. We could have a European final come in June. So I don't know how serious this is. Apparently, there's going to be a scan today. Still no news has come out on that yet, but it doesn't look good. But it could just be precaution that he's wearing the protective boot. But the way he limped off, the way his ankle kind of twisted, it could be a sprain. It could be a bit more than that. Again, we need to just wait for the scan. But it's a massive loss to that back line. We have been so fragile whenever he doesn't play. It is so obvious. And, even BT Sport had a stat before our game against Ghent in the quarterfinal second leg. Look at this. I mean, Zouma in the side, our win percentage is 36.8% in the Premier League. And without him, it just drops to 10%. Again, these stats are maybe a little bit inflated because Zouma's probably not played that many games for us, but it does show how vital he is to that back four. And especially now we've transitioned into a back four and away from that back three, it's allowed us to play Agard and Zouma. And now I'm a little bit worried because we might be tempted, or Moyes might be tempted, to go back to a back three. Now, we didn't have much success with that at all. We got a few good results around January time, February, when we went to St James's Park and picked up a point. Home to Chelsea also picked up a point. But other than that, our best results have actually come when we played 4-3-3 or that 4-2-3-1 kind of formation. So that's where our wins have come from. Now, our last 5 games, City, United, Brentford, Leeds, Leicester. Then them next 3 games in and amongst the Europa Conference League as well. They are massive games and they are really tough games. I mean, most people have probably written off City on Wednesday and are resting. Absolutely agree with that. But that United home fixture, we should be absolutely all up for that. And now I'm kind of a little bit more reserved because we're probably going to have to play a back 5 unless Moyes trusts a back 4 of either Agard and Ogbonna or Agard and Kehrer, which I don't think he will do because, I mean, you look at how fragile they were against Crystal Palace. As soon as Ogbonna came onto the pitch, he just wasn't up to speed at all. He didn't look really prepared. And you could say for the second goal, he just wasn't switched on enough and he was kind of just flowing through the motion. And yeah, I mean, this Zouma injury, man, it's a killer because we might have enough points at the moment just to stay up. We might have already had him back at a crucial time. He's come back in and there's absolutely no doubt that there is a correlation between that. He's really helped our defense and we just look so much more solid with him. I mean, away to Bournemouth, away to Fulham, there's a reason why we picked up those away wins and he was very crucial in both of those in what he did. So it is a massive blow. And we're now one Agard injury away from having a back line of Ogbonna and Kehrer again. And it's a kind of cyclical situation where we just need to get through to the end of the season now and hope that Zouma comes back quicker than maybe some are fearing. And, the rumor is that it will be till the end of the season. which would be a massive blow. But we're going to have to wait until we see the scan results, which should come out today or tomorrow. But it's just difficult because we cannot catch a break with injuries, and Zouma especially. Just if it's not his knee, you know, he's had the surgery on his knee, he's come back, he's looked a little bit better. Now it's his ankle. It looks like a nasty kind of challenge, the way he kind of rolled and twisted it, but that is an impact injury, and I don't think you can really say anything because it's not anything to do with his knee. If it was a knee injury, you'd say, okay, it's clearly just Zouma being with his knee issues that we knew he had before we signed him when we had the concerns in the medical. It's just going to be a repeat thing. But this is something new, which is why I'm a little bit hesitant to say he's going to be out completely for the season, because it's not a reoccurring thing. And Zouma has notoriously recovered much quicker than people think from injuries in the past, especially this season. You know, there were talks when he was going to be out for months, and he made a lot shorter time frame coming back. So we really just need to see the scan results, and it is going to be massive for our season, because if he's out for the rest, we're going to struggle. We're going to struggle not just to survive. I think we'll be okay with survival, but it really takes a knock to our European campaign, because he would be absolutely crucial in those two legs against AZ Alkmaar. And yeah, like I said, I think it probably forces Moyes to think about that change to a back three again, which I'm personally not a massive fan of. I think we've looked a lot better in that 4-3-3 recently, and that Agüerd-Zouma partnership was just starting to blossom. I think our highest win rate percentage is definitely with them two at the back. So yeah, it then maybe leads Moyes going to a back three, maybe tucking Cresswell into that left centre-back role and playing Emerson left wing-back, or even someone that's kind of forgotten about at the moment, Ben Johnson. You know, we've seen him play right centre-back in a back three, so it may be that he has to come back in and we play that back three, and he might actually be a crucial component to us staying up for this, you know, remaining 5 games, which would be a complete turnaround for him. But in regards to Zouma, it's going to be tough now. We just got to hope and pray that it's not as bad as people are fearing and the club are fearing, and the scan results come back a bit positive. But yeah, 5 massive Premier League matches to go. They're probably going to be without Zouma unless he comes back for maybe the last 2 or 3 games. He's definitely not going to be playing against Man City. I don't think many people will be playing against Man City if Moyes does the rotation right. But yeah, that Man United game next Sunday, man, I was really targeting that as the one we were going to win, and the one win that was going to keep us afloat before that kind of Leeds and Leicester last 2 games, and just give us a bit more confidence going into the Europa Conference League. And, you know, it just drops the weight off your shoulders going into that match and knowing you're pretty much safe, which is why the Palace match was so annoying. But again, Zouma's injury in that Palace match definitely played a part, and obviously fatigue throughout the squad. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this could be a big issue for us, or do you think we have enough to cover it and survive this season? Because we are still clear of the drop by 4 or 5 points. And yeah, like I said, we still have to play Leeds and Leicester. So hopefully Zouma will come back earlier than expected. But yeah, I'm really staggered by that win percentage thing with 36% in the Premier League with him and 10% without is crazy difference. I know our win percentage isn't particularly high, but 10% without him, it probably shows why we are where we are, and especially with Agüerd injured in the first half of the season. You know, you think about who we've had to play and the formation we've had to play. We haven't had them two. So yeah, that Zouma injury is going to be a killer blow if it is till the end of the season, and it will damage our Conference League hopes, if not the Premier League survival bid as well. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Do you think it's time to just cash in on Zouma in the summer because these injury problems are going to keep recurring, or do you think because it's a different one away from his knee, perhaps we should be giving him some benefit of the doubt? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. And until next time, come on, you Irons.